Previously.
This is the biggest team challenge we have ever had.
A wedding?
When the top 20
6 halibut, 2 lamb.
catered the big day, it was Ariana's blue team
We're looking good.
who found the perfect marriage in the kitchen.
Beautiful cook ladies.
And sending Ben and Gracie
I wouldn't even serve that to my freaking bulldog. Take your aprons off.
back home. Tonight, the top 18
Here we go.
are in for a sweet surprise.
Tonight, you're stepping into my world. Oh, no.
And then,
Boo.
I like your dress.
a trip around the globe
Mexico.
America. Poland. Coming through.
delivers out of this world results.
It scares me to think at the age of 12, you're this good. Let's go. Welcome.
I am so stoked to be in the top 18. I consider myself a fancy gentleman.
Line up, please. Thank you.
I like to go out to fancy restaurants. I feel like I have a very sophisticated palate. I am ready to step it up.
Welcome back once again to the spectacular MasterChef kitchen.
Now, who's ready for the next challenge?
Me!
The first challenge tonight is the iconic Mystery Box Challenge. Tonight, you're stepping into my world. In tonight's Mystery Box Challenge, you're gonna have to make us a delicious MasterChef Junior worthy dessert using whatever you find under your mystery box. But first, we wanna give you a little taste of what's in store.
So many ingredients are vital to creating a masterful dessert. Flour, milk, eggs, but there is one ingredient associated with the sweet, sweet treats more than any other single ingredient.
Oh gosh. It is, of course,
What is it gonna be?
I got dandruff.
There's sugar in my boots.
Christina's dreams finally have come true.
All right, guys, sugar is one of the most commonly used ingredients in the world. It's in just about every pantry on the planet. But it's time to head to your stations and find out exactly what you'll have to work with tonight.
Oh my gosh, so great. It's so slippery.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Now, you ready to find out what's under those boxes? On the count of 3, I want you to lift your boxes very carefully. 1, 2, 3, lift.
In your mystery boxes, you'll find lots of different natural sweeteners. You have agave syrup, raw honey, molasses, maple syrup, dates, bananas, and shredded coconut. But do you guys notice anything missing?
There is no sugar.
That's right, everyone. Tonight, you're making dessert without processed sugar.
Oh no.
And there's an extra special prize at stake. Because the winner tonight will receive a prize that money can't buy from Family Circle magazine.
Oh my gosh.
Family Circle is America's best-selling food and family magazine, reaching more than 15 million readers each month. The recipe of tonight's winning dessert will be featured in Family Circle's May issue.
Oh my God! What?
Wow, I mean, to get your recipe published in a super famous magazine that like millions of people know about, it's like, how cool is that?
Now, is everybody ready to make us an incredible MasterChef-worthy dessert without processed sugar?
Yes, Chef!
Your 60 minutes start now.
Oh my God, I need. Let's go!
Let's go.
Let's go! Here, baskets, baskets. Dates. I need flour. making a vanilla panna cotta with guava and raspberry. I think this could be a winning dish because I think it's fancy. I'm dressing it to impress it, just like I do. I am making cream puff with coconut, whipped cream, chocolate drizzle, and raspberries. My mom's a baker. I really want to make her proud. This one's for you, Mom.
So, desserts, no sugar, mission impossible. How do you do it?
The thing that you have to think about is that desserts, it is a science to get it just right. You can't just take a recipe that you know and love, remove the refined sugar, and put in a natural sweetener. It doesn't work that way, and that is going to require you to adjust the recipe.
Enlighten me. What would you do? No sugar doesn't mean not sweet.
No. Look at some of these natural sweeteners. Now, you could use that fresh coconut, honey, even ripened bananas. I mean, just think of that level of sweetness inside those fruits. They've got to think outside the box. Let's be honest, there's no parent in the country tonight that would not love the opportunity to take sugar out of their kids' diets. So it's a great lesson for them to learn how to cook brilliantly without sugar. Halfway, guys. 30 minutes gone, 30 minutes remaining. Benny,
Yes.
tell me about the dish. What are you making?
So I am making German chocolate cupcakes with rum coconut frosting.
So what's the supplement for sugar?
I'm using a little maple syrup
Now, tell me about these German cupcakes. Why German?
because I am German.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Excuse me, sorry?
Right, young lady, good luck.
Thank you.
Mikey, what's up? What do you got going on?
I'm an Italian guy, so I'm making cannolis.
You know that, like, I'm a cannoli expert, by the way.
You are?
Yeah, I am. I've been eating cannolis my whole life.
Me too.
You know what part of Italy they come from?
No, I do not.
Sicily.
I've heard of Sicily.
You've heard of Sicily. Fabulous. Well, that's the home of the cannoli. Now, what are you going to fill these cannoli with?
Mascarpone regatta
How are you going to sweeten that?
with the dark chocolate. And then I'm also using banana. I think it's gonna be really good.
Good luck, Mikey.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Make sure that filling is sweet enough somehow.
Okay.
Now, Maria, tell me about the dish. What are you doing?
I am making a plum tart, but with puff pastry and a little bit of a coconut juice.
So you're going to use coconut as the alternative sugar?
Yes.
Now, who are you missing most at home?
I am missing my two bearded dragons. One is named Gordon, as in Gordon Ramsay.
I can't believe you named a pet after me. Good luck.
All right, Miss Remy,
Hello.
what are you making?
I am making two different types of donuts.
Wow, your donuts look stunning.
Thank you.
Are they baked donuts?
Yes.
Where'd you come up with this idea?
I'm obsessed with donuts, and back in New York, we have 1,000 different donut shops, and I'm obsessed with matcha, so I wanted to make a matcha glaze and a ganache with toasted coconut.
Now, what did you use to sweeten these donuts that you've baked?
I used a half a cup of agave and honey.
Keep your eye on that clock and make sure those finishing touches are on point, okay?
Okay, Chef.
Good luck.
Thank you.
10 minutes to go. And for one of you, a huge advantage. Now, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Perfect.
Taste everything. Come on.
Come on, guys, you gotta move.
4.5 minutes to go. Start, think of the plating. 60 seconds. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Come on, guys.
Speed up. Wrap
Push,
up.
guys,
Let's go.
push.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
2, 1.
and stop.
And to the
Hands in the air. Come on, finishing touches. Remember, sugar is banned.
Come on, guys.
Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2,
2, 1.
and stop.
And to the
Hands in the air. Well done. Across the last 60 minutes, we watch everything you do. We miss nothing. And now we want to take a much closer look at 3 amazing dishes.
The first dish is a beautiful take on a very high-level Italian dessert. Please step forward. Pierce.
Good job, Pierce.
I'm really proud of how my panna cotta turned out. I think this will impress Joe, like, a lot because he's a classic Italian, and I think this is perfecto.
What did you make for us here today?
A vanilla panna cotta with a guava and raspberry puree and bruleed blood oranges.
You know, the best panna cotta cooks are generally like old Italian ladies. Do you aspire to cook like an old Italian lady?
No.
Do you know any old Italian ladies?
No.
I'll introduce you to my grandmother. She's 97.
Wow.
She's an old Italian lady, and she makes panna cotta still. So let's see if Pierce's panna cotta can match Nonna Erminia's panna cotta. All right, how did you substitute processed sugar in the panna cotta?
I used honey, and I put in 1 vanilla bean.
You know, this is very good because honey has acidity and it can really be dominant. And you did a brilliant thing in this because you taste the richness of the cream and the honey gives it a lot of sweetness. And the thing that you really nailed is just the right amount of gelatin. You cook like an old Italian lady, and that's a compliment. Good job, Pierce.
Thank you, Joe.
Now, why vanilla, guava, raspberry?
I thought guava is like a very tropical fruit, and it's nice and sweet, so I thought it would go well with raspberries, and it will also go with the panna cotta.
I think the flavor is there. I think it's an elegant dessert. I would have loved maybe some buttermilk in there, something that is a flavor that's even more curious than vanilla. But the fact that there's no processed sugar in this dessert is incredibly impressive. It makes me feel like I can expect really high-end, refined dishes out of you, which is super exciting. Nice
Thank you,
job.
Chef. Good job!
Now, the second dish that we're dying to take a much closer look at. It's by one of the youngest. Please step forward. Maria.
I'm only 8 years old. I'm one of the youngest kids in MasterChef Junior. So it would be a huge honor to have the best dish of the night.
Maria, describe the dessert, please.
I made a puff pastry plum tart with a coconut drink.
This idea of the rustic board and the coconut, where did you get all these ideas from, 8 years of age?
Back at home, I have cookbooks that I've been reading.
Wow.
One of them is yours.
Okay.
The one that you look like a little kid where you're like,
And, you know, you've managed to put a drink in there as well. What's in there?
There is a cinnamon stick at the bottom, as well as some plums, and then coconut juice.
That's lovely. Now, let's get into the tart, shall we? Any seasoning?
Well, I put some smoked mullein.
Mold and salt. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then some pepper, a little bit of spice.
Listen, the dish is delicious. I love the caramelized plums. The drink is delicious. I'd put a touch less salt in there. But 8 years of age, you're cooking like a young pastry chef. Great job. Well done.
Thank you.
This is a classic, simple, rustic, country-style dessert where the sweetness just naturally comes from the fruit. In a way, Maria, you're ahead of the rest of the class because you've presented something in its simplest form, and that is really an amazing thing from an 8-year-old cook.
Thank you.
Give me a bump.
The third and final dish that we want to taste is from one of the older home cooks in the kitchen. Please step forward. Remy.
Yes! Oh my gosh, yes! Winning the first mystery box, people might have considered that to be a bit of luck, but being in the top 3 of the second mystery box, there's no such thing as luck with that.
Describe the dish.
Donuts with a green tea matcha glaze, and I added some strawberries on top and a chocolate ganache with toasted coconut.
Just the presentation, the finesse is just incredible. What I think is also really interesting and intriguing about this dish is that these donuts aren't fried, right?
No, chef. I decided to bake these donuts because I have never really had a really well-plated fried donut, and I love cake, so I wanted to try making caked almost donuts.
Well, they're delicious. Your green tea matcha is nice. It's not bitter from the tea, but the green tea is certainly the star of the glaze there. Let's see what's going on with this dark chocolate coconut. What's the sweetener in this donut?
It is just honey.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed that you didn't use a single granule of sugar. I'm impressed that these are delicious donuts and they haven't even seen a deep fryer. I think you nailed it. I think you knocked it out of the park.
Thank you,
Very
chef.
nice job.
Remy, they look stunning. Young lady, they are the smartest donuts in the country tonight. And you just proved you can make a healthy donut without sugar, and it's quite groundbreaking.
Thank you, chef.
There's a lot of pastry chefs across this country watching tonight, including the lady behind me. that will be pinching your recipe now, and it scares me to think at the age of 12 that you're this good. Great job.
Thank you, Chef.
They knocked it out of the park.
Thanks.
I'm blown away.
Amazing. Right, Pierce, Maria, Remy, all three of you did an amazing job. But, as you know, there can only be one winner. One recipe featured in that incredible magazine and read by millions. The young home cook whose recipe will feature in Family Circle magazine, congratulations, goes to... Right, Pierce, Maria, Remy. As you know, there can only be one winner. The young home cook whose recipe will feature in Family Circle magazine, congratulations, goes to... Remy!
Oh my God! I am so happy that I'm the winner. It feels great to win twice in a row. Great job, guys. And my recipe gets to be in Family Circle magazine. That's something to be proud of at 12 years old.
Congratulations, Remy.
Thank you.
Maria and Pierce, I have some other news for you two. For baking so brilliantly tonight without any processed sugar, all three of you are now safe from the elimination challenge. Congratulations. Now, everyone behind these three, come and join them in the front.
Oh, yay!
Now, you ready for the next challenge?
Yes, Chef!
Please follow us.
Oh my goodness. I really don't know what's gonna happen right now. I mean, you never know what to expect in the MasterChef kitchen.
My gosh.
Boo! Junior home cooks, your next challenge is about to begin. Flown in from the city that never sleeps. You know who I am?
The Statue of Liberty!
Statue of Liberty represents a lot of different things. But my favorite thing about the good old US of A is... the food.
Yeah!
Delicious steaks, crispy fried chicken, and my personal favorite, apple pie. American food simply cannot be beat.
The bagpipe is pretty much the worst sound in my whole entire world. And now Gordon's playing it, it makes it just even worse.
I like your skirt! What?
Right, kids, can anyone guess where people come from dressed like this? That's right, Scotland, my motherland. Now, Christina, no offense to this great and wonderful country, but Scotland is the greatest country of all, with some of the most incredible food on the planet. Arbroath Smokies, fish and chips, and of course, our crowning glory, haggis. A savoury pudding made with chopped, braised heart, blended with lungs, encased in an animal's stomach, thickened with the most amazing, delicious blood. Who would like some haggis tonight for supper?
I don't blame you.
Where's Joe?
What is that?
What was that?
Oh my God!
Turn sideways, Joe. Joe. Joe Bastianich as a real slice of Italian culture.
Listen, no matter what anyone else says, the best food in the entire world comes from my home country. Fresh pasta, like tortellini, ravioli, and of course, pizza! Nobody does food like the Italians.
Now, before we go any further, Remy, Pierce, and Maria, all three of you, head on up to the balcony.
Now, for your elimination challenge, we want each of you to tap into your heritage. America is a huge melting pot of different cultures, and tonight we want you to celebrate that in your dishes.
Now, tonight, you'll just all have 1 hour to make us a cultural heritage-inspired dish. In the MasterChef pantry, you'll find flags representing each country from around the world. Whatever countries are in your heritage, we want you to grab those flags and bring them back to your stations. Are you all ready?
Yes, sir!
Good. Your 60 minutes starts now.
Oh, God! Oh, yeah! Go, 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 go!
American and German.
Where do we go?
Where's the Italian flag?
Poland!
America.
From what I know about my heritage, I'm American all the way through.
I need mustard.
So today, I'm making honey barbecue chicken with a peach barbecue sauce and a coleslaw.
Peach!
I'm trying to bring a little bit of Georgia in there with the peaches. This is definitely a nice classic Southern America dish.
American coming through.
Seaweed, I need seaweed.
There's one last thing we need to do. Get out of these ridiculous outfits. Oof.
Come on.
All right, be careful. There you go.
Let's go. All of you, speed up.
I am making jerk chicken quesadillas with cold mango soup, and I'm making my tortillas. The tortillas represents the more like Native American part of me, and the cold mango soup represents where I live right now in Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm hoping to make Hawaii proud, and I'm hoping to make my whole family proud with this amazing dish.
I'm Italian, so I'm making sausage and cheese raviolis with pesto. I'm really proud to be an Italian because I think it's the best country ever. If you don't like Italian food, then you're crazy.
Today I'm making a blackened shrimp with a buttermilk biscuit, and I have this really sweet sauce to go with it. I live in Mississippi, and this is just gonna be a good old Southern dish.
Season everything. Taste everything. Right, Mackenzie.
Hello.
Now, come on. We have an American flag, a Korean flag, and a Japanese flag. Which is your favorite cuisine?
Korean,
Why do you love Korean food so much?
because it tastes really good and they know how to make really good candy.
Tell me about the dish. What are you making?
Well, my mom is Japanese.
Right.
So I'm making sushi, which is Japanese.
No, very much so.
I am making a California roll, which is crab, cucumbers, and some avocado.
This sounds amazing. Good luck.
Look at this mise en place. Wow, Benny.
Ooh, I love the looks of this, Benny.
Thank you, Chef.
What do you got? You have America, Great Britain, and
Poland.
Polish. Wow.
My dad's side is all Polish, so I am making a Polish deconstructed chicken pot pie.
So you have
Carrots,
potatoes, parsnips,
and those are beets.
and here you have perfectly
Leeks, yes.
braised leeks, which looks like
You
3-star.
never see that
And what do you have here?
A gravy.
That sounds amazing.
I'm really excited to see what you come up with.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Anthony.
Yes, Chef.
Two of the most incredible influences. Which side of your family's from Italy?
My mom's side is from
Wow.
Naples.
Love that. Love that, love that. Right, got your hands all sticky. Open them up, sprinkle your hands, and then there you go. That cleans your hands without wasting any pasta. Tell me about the dish. What are you making?
I'm making homemade pasta with clams.
Love it. So that sounds amazing. How old were you when you made your first ball of pasta?
Probably around 7.
Do your mates at school know you're this good a cook?
No,
You don't tell them?
no.
Why not?
Because I don't want to let away all my secrets and stuff.
Right. Good luck.
Ariana,
Hello.
how do you say hi, nice to meet you in Belarus?
Привет, как дела?
Dobro, jako dobro.
Хорошо.
I speak a little Serbo-Croatian. Dobro.
Okay, I'll
So what are you making?
I'm making a apple stuffed pork chop with creamy potatoes and a mushroom jus.
What is celebratory of Belarus in this dish?
Well, in Belarus, meat and potatoes are basically all they eat. Actually, Belarusians have a nickname called bulbashi.
Bulbashi.
It means potato heads in Belarusian.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Guys, 20 minutes remaining. Let's go.
Push, guys, push.
This is where it counts.
Mikey, seriously, don't run.
I'm really behind right now.
Woo, Mikey, careful. Mikey. Oh my gosh, Mikey just dropped his ravioli filling all over the floor of the pantry. I mean, this is serious.
My sausage fell.
There's only 20 minutes left. If he doesn't get his pasta cooked on time, he might not have a finished plate.
God, this is terrible.
More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time. Trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall. Switch into a new Chevy now. Current qualified competitive owners and lessees can get this 2018 Chevy Equinox for around $199 a month.
Chevrolet, the #1 selling vehicle in the St. Louis area.
It's about to get crazy. It's about to go down. It's about to get crazy. It's gonna be
Rated M for mature.
PlayStation, the best place to play.
PlayStation.
Hey Google.
$20 minutes remaining.
Woo, Mikey, careful. Mikey, no.
My sausage fell. I just dropped my sausage on the floor, and now my pasta may not even cook on time. The pressure is really on right now.
Ooh, guys, it looks like Mikey's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
But being Italian means never give up, and we always have pride in ourselves. I need to get it together, get one sausage going in the pan, turn on the highest heat it can go, and just pray to the ravioli gods.
Guys, 45 minutes gone, 15 minutes remaining. Here we go. Incredible dishes. It's looking good. Now, Mikey, he got a little bit upset because he dropped his sausage. He started again, smart move, but it's set here behind now, and he's still trying to cool it down
Oh my
and get it
God.
inside the ravioli.
Is he gonna make it?
It's gonna be a tight one.
I think Ariana, with a Belarus stuffed pork chop, is one of these young cooks who has the real intellectual capacity of speaking Eastern European in a dish.
Anthony's going for linguine with clams.
Linguine with clams seems really easy, but it's really hard to get it right.
It's a balancing act.
Benny has this deconstructed chicken pot pie. Her knife skills on her vegetable cut, it looks like a mise en place at a 3-star restaurant.
2 minutes remaining.
Time to start thinking about plating. Come on, guys.
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Beat up.
Sophia, finishing touches, my darling.
We want to see beautiful dishes, guys. Focus on that plating.
Quick, Ariana. 30 seconds remaining. Come on.
Come on, guys. You gotta move.
All of you, speed up. Let's go. 10.
9.
Otto.
Haft.
Lou.
Sink.
Arba.
3.
2.
1. Stop, hands in the air. Well done. Did you guys understand that?
No. That was
we.
the international countdown. Okay, guys, in tonight's challenge, we asked you to make a classic dish that represented your family's heritage.
First up, Benny.
I really tried to do something unique with this dish tonight and did my own Polish spin on it. Because if you play safe, the judges aren't impressed.
Benny, describe the dish, please.
A deconstructed Polish chicken pot pie with a biscuit.
What's the Polish twist?
Well, in there are beets and leeks. That's the
Wow.
Polish twist.
Now, let me tell you something really important. You need to master a chicken pot pie before you start deconstructing it. Have you ever made a pot pie?
No.
No. Why deconstruct?
Well, because I know you can't make a chicken pot pie in an hour, so I kind of want to take the things from a chicken pot pie
Smart.
and put them in the dish.
Wow. Benny. It's delicious.
Thank
Really
you, Chef.
delicious.
Thank you, Chef.
Sauce is delicious. Seasoning's on point. Blending those peas and the leeks. You've done that beautifully. The dish is amazing. Seriously. Good job, my darling.
Thank you.
Well done. Amazing.
Next up, please, Kate.
Being an all-American Southern boy, this dish is really representing where I come from. I've got my okra, which is a very Southern thing, and my praline glaze is sweet, and I really want to show them that those flavors can go really, really well together.
All right, Kate, what did you make?
I've made for you a blackened shrimp with a buttermilk biscuit, okra, and my own praline sauce.
Okay, wait, praline sauce.
Yes, it's a praline glaze.
A praline sauce is kind of like a sugary pecan, light brown sugar type butterscotch sauce.
I put cayenne in it, so it wasn't just sweet, so it could go well with the biscuit and the shrimp.
How'd you cook the shrimp?
I put them in a cast iron and I seared them, and then after I coated them in the praline sauce.
Praline sauce.
Yes.
I gotta be honest, Kate.
What's your emergency?
When you actually save someone, there is no better feeling in the world.
Missed a heart-pounding episode of 911?
I can help you.
Catch it Wednesdays on Fox or watch episodes anytime on these platforms.
Praline sauce.
Yes, sir.
I gotta be honest, Kate. I've seen praline on desserts. Did you want it to be that sweet? I think that your biscuit is way too big for the 3 little shrimp that you put on there. That doesn't quite make sense. I think the okra's a nice touch. It definitely screams the South, but I wish it had a little bit more flavor and seasoning to it. I like that you stayed true to the South. But I gotta be honest, Kate. Your place in this competition is in trouble based on this. Thank you.
Thank you. I feel like I just got punched in the gut. I tried to put my whole entire culture on a plate, and I'm kind of upset because it wasn't my best dish, and the South is gonna be mad at me.
Okay, next we'd like to try Anthony.
It's really important for me to impress Joe because we're both Italian, and this is my Italian heritage on a plate, and I want to show the judges what I got.
All right, Anthony, tell me what you got.
I made linguine and clams.
You have 3 ingredients in here, right?
Yeah.
You have pasta, garlic, and clams.
Yes.
That's not much to hide behind. Tony, you got a lot of chutzpah. Who taught you how to roll pasta?
I just saw my parents doing it, so then I started doing it.
Clams are still moist, very tasty. You're not afraid of the garlic, are you, Tony, huh?
Definitely
There's a
not.
lot of garlic in your family?
Yes, Chef.
You know, when I was a kid, I used to go to Little Neck Bay in Queens, and I used to go clamming, and they used to call me Joey Clams. Hey, Joey Clams, give me a dozen. And I sell them for $1. I'm gonna call you Tony Clams from now on because this dish is the perfect balance of technique and flavor. You have 3 ingredients, You put them together quite perfectly. And quite frankly, I don't think that I can really criticize this dish at all. It's really very, very good. Tony, you're all right, kid.
Thank you, Joey.
Thanks, buddy.
Good job, Clam. Good job, Clam, man.
Next up, Mikey.
Tonight has not been easy for me at all. I had some issues with my ravioli, but I didn't give up, and I'm really proud of that.
Describe the dish.
I've made for you today a sausage and regatta raviolis with pesto.
Pasta's slightly too thick, but the flavor's amazing. I'm just impressed that you got that done. You bounced back, and you didn't give up. That's the most important. It's a very good dish.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job.
Next up, please, Kwani. All right, Kwani, what did you cook tonight?
Honey barbecue chicken with a peach barbecue sauce and coleslaw. My family, we like to have a lot of chicken, and this is one of the kind of chickens that my mom makes a lot.
The star of the dish was that barbecue sauce. It's very seasonal. I can taste the peaches. It's got great depth of flavor. The chicken tenders are really nothing to write home about. The coleslaw is also kind of just eh. I wish you would have pushed yourself a little bit further. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is Ariana. What did you cook for us today?
Caramelized apple stuffed pork chop with potato puree and mushroom jus.
Mashed potatoes are rich, perfectly cooked, not lumpy. The mushrooms are braised. You can taste the beef stock. That caramelization on the meat is delicious. For a sixth grader to be able to put together a stuffed pork chop that's so flavorful, so ethnically specific, is kind of amazing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ariana. Really good.
Thank you.
Next up, please, Mackenzie.
My family is part Japanese, and whenever I went to my grandparents' house, my grandma, she taught me how to make sushi, and so I made sushi today in honor of my family.
All right, Miss Mackenzie, what did you make tonight?
I made a California roll.
First things first, your sushi's a bit big. And when you roll your sushi, you have to do so very, very tightly so that you can hold a big round of it. I'm sort of losing half of my sushi here. Now, I'm gonna try and be a lady eating this, but it's probably not gonna happen. What's in that dipping sauce?
It's soy sauce, sesame seed oil, and some sugar.
Will you take a sip of this for me? Do you taste that at the end? What does it taste like?
It tastes like sour.
I think what's happened there is you've actually burnt the sugar so hard that it leaves a really bitter taste at the end. I love that you made sushi. I think that that shows a lot of courage, a lot of technique, and that you're really going to pay homage to that Japanese background. But definitely some mistakes there in terms of technique tonight. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Sophia, please. Thank you.
Even though that I live in Hawaii, I like to mix the flavors together so you can create something people haven't really tasted before, and I will totally wow the judges.
Right. Young lady, explain what it is, because it looks burnt. And if I do this, ooh. OMG.
More and more people are finding themselves in a Chevrolet for the first time. Trying something new can be exciting, empowering, downright exhilarating. See for yourself why Chevrolet is the most awarded and fastest growing brand the last 4 years overall. Switch into a new Chevy now. Current qualified competitive owners and lessees can get this 2018 Chevy Equinox for around $199 a month.
Chevrolet, the #1 selling vehicle in the St. Louis area.
I'm gonna go kiss some hands and shake some babies.
LA to Vegas just took off.
What?
It's being called one entertaining flight.
Good, people know.
It's witty and fresh.
This is a tough one. Lasagna.
Rocky Road ice cream.
I cannot believe we charge people for this stuff.
I can't believe they get mad when we run out.
And give Dylan McDermott an Oscar.
I never had anyone die on my watch before. We should cover him with something.
We should cover him with my Hogwarts cloak.
Damn it, Alan, no one cares about Star Wars.
LA to Vegas, Tuesdays on Fox, or catch up anytime on these platforms.
It's about to get crazy.
Rated M for mature.
PlayStation, the best place to play.
PlayStation.
I got the avocados, onions, limes, chips. I gotta order chips.
He has no idea where he's going.
I'm so bad with directions, it's crazy.
The sky looks amazing. I look amazing. I should take a selfie.
Oh, I should get flowers for my assistants, but I can't ask my assistants to get flowers for themselves.
Hey, Google. Hi, what can I do for you?
Explain what it is, because it looks burnt. And if I do this, ooh. I haven't tasted it yet, but just visually, I'm turned off. What is it?
Jerk chicken quesadillas with cold mango soup. And yeah, it does look burnt.
You know, if there's one thing we learn in our business, that we can't hide our mistakes because customers are too smart for that. So if it was burnt, my darling, why didn't you do another one? How many tortillas did you make?
I only made one.
Darling, you need to have an insurance policy. Now, why would you serve a mango soup with a blackened quesadilla?
Well, I think that the cold mango soup, that it complements the flavors in it, and that it also brings sort of my Hawaiian spin on the dish.
Give me 3 amazing Hawaiian dishes off the top of your head.
Kalua pork, loco moco.
Poke?
Yes, poke.
Why this quesadilla?
Well, I thought that it would be a good contender.
What you've got right is the seasoning, in a way that you've got that spicy, sweet Caribbean flavor, but the quesadilla is so burnt. I've got nowhere to go, my darling. Thank you.
All right, Pierce, Maria, Remy, please come on down and take your station. The good news is there were some really terrific dishes tonight. The bad news is, of course, that this is a competition, and we are gonna have to say goodbye to 2 of you tonight. We need a moment to discuss everyone's dishes. Thank you.
Do you guys feel confident?
No, I'm scared.
Some great dishes.
Yeah, very good dishes.
I mean, Benny's.
It was humble yet rustic, but very elevated.
Parsnips, beets, carrots, and potatoes.
Anthony's.
In all the years of MasterChef Adult, I've never had a linguine and clam sauce as good as that one.
I kind of have a feeling that we're probably gonna make it.
At the top and the bottom, I mean, some disasters. Mackenzie.
That poor dipping sauce was just acrid.
Awful. The shock of the night for me was Sophia's. The quesadilla with jerk chicken.
Yeah, it was completely burnt.
Black.
Told you you'd be fine.
How was Cade's? Not very good.
There was nothing special about it, and then for me, the other disappointment tonight was Kwani. Chicken nuggets.
So we're pretty much in agreement? There were 2 dishes in particular that really captured the spirit of this challenge. 6th grader Ariana, beautiful dish. Another young home cook, this time a 5th grader. Well done, Tony, good job.
But the dish of the night, congratulations. There is no stopping her. Benny.
And now, home cooks, the hard part. If I call your name, please come down to the front. Kwani. Cade.
Mackenzie, please come down to the front. And finally, Sophia.
You know, every time we cook in this competition, it needs to be the best you've ever done. And I think all 4 of you can be honest from the bottom of your hearts and understand that tonight, they were your weakest performance. If I call your name, please step forward. Kwani, step forward. Cade, step forward. You 2, your dishes weren't up to scratch tonight. Kwani and Cade. We still see potential in both of you. Please say goodbye to Mackenzie and Sophia and head back to your stations.
Sorry, Mackenzie. Goodbye, Mackenzie. Goodbye, Sophia.
job, Sophia.
Oh, ladies. Oh, Mackenzie, it breaks my heart. When you came into this competition, you were a little firecracker. Have you enjoyed yourself? Sophia, are you going to continue cooking?
Yeah.
Thank you to you both. Keep hold of those aprons and keep those heads up high. Good night to you both. Thank you.
Good job, guys. Good job, guys. I feel like I definitely brought my Aloha spirit. I didn't win MasterChef Junior, but I got to meet people from all over the country.
It's okay, guys. It's okay. It's okay. Good job, Sophia. You did really great.
So I'm super honored to be able to represent Hawaii in the MasterChef kitchen.
I'm gonna miss you guys a lot. I'm only 9 years old, and I made it to the top 18. I'm gonna go home and practice more cooking, and maybe I'll come back as a master chef.
Next time.
This is a three-legged race.
This is gonna be really hard.
The competition
1, 2, 1, 2.
gets much closer.
Oh, God.
And the judges are in for a very frosty fate. Then,
What the heck? Matilda Ramsey.
Gordon's daughter
Do you want some help?
No.
reveals a secret
Basil?
Basil.
Basil.
Ramsey recipe.
He's pretty annoying, isn't he?
Yes.
I should be in therapy.
Ouch!
1 potato, 2 potato.